It is currently almost 1 a.m. in New York City. I am on my way to Cardistry-Con in Portland, Oregon. Or at least that was the plan. Until this happened. It was just another day at the airport. The sun was up. I put the camera down, walked away, and then walked past it. Was not the first to board the plane this time. That sucked. And got ready to take off. Not even 10 minutes later. So we waited on the runway for 1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. At this point, they took us back off the plane, where the commotion started. Some more good news. Apparently the pilots that were on our flight to Portland to go to Cardistry-Con have timed out, and what that means is each pilot has a certain amount of time that they could spend on the aircraft or in the air, and they have no more hours left, so now there is nobody that can take us to Cardistry-Con. Alright, they just canceled the flight. They couldn't find pilots. I offered, but they didn't take me too seriously, so mass panic ensued as they told everybody to go to the ticket counter to rebook their flights. Jesus, look at all of them. We then proceeded to wait in line for another 45 minutes. Until it's not really my vibe, so I think I'm just gonna go. What do you guys say? It's my new friends. I'll introduce you to them in just a second.
We're calling quits. Let's get out of here.
Little update for you. It's like 2 a.m. in New York. We're waiting outside. I found fellow YouTubers. This is Krista and Preston. They travel a lot too, so it's super cool to meet somebody that travels, and we talked a whole bunch online, and then we realized it's getting super late. Let's make a decision. What are we gonna do? And we decided to just leave. With no flight. So they were going to Portland as well, and now we're just going to hop on an Uber and see where the night takes us. Alright, so after about 10 hours probably at this point, got back in front of my building just the way I started. With luggage in hand, no convention just yet. I'm hoping to try to get a flight out of here in the morning, so I'm gonna catch some sleep, book a flight first, then catch some sleep, and then hopefully be back at it tomorrow. It's Groundhog's Day. Alright, about 12 hours later, back at it again. So this time I think it should be okay. The sky's looking relatively alright.
Alex?
Yep. It was just another day at the airport. The sun was up. I put the camera down, walked away, and then walked past it. Alright, made it to my second flight, well, my first flight, but it looks like we are going to Cardistry-Con. I have a little time to spare, so I'm going to show you 3 false cuts. Trying to go with the whole theme of Cardistry-Con. Back when I was first learning these were super crazy flourishes for me, so you have to keep in mind how everything evolved from 15 years ago, let's say, when I was around 14, 15 years old, to now. These 3 cuts, or rather 2 of them, were in the hands, really fancy, swirly cuts, and there was not a lot of big flourishes back then. So without further ado, let's use the Cardistry-Con deck of cards. This is going to be the first time that you see how these babies look, and learn some false cuts. Okay, so for the first one, it looks like this. So from the back angle, that's how it looks like, and it's a very nice flourishy cut without going over the top, which I think I like about this. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to hold the deck just like this in a biddle type of grip. Okay, so a thumb in the back, first finger here, and the first finger is going to use to do what is called a swing or a kick cut. So it's going to look like that, where the first finger kicks off packets from the top and places it into the left hand. All right, so that's the action of a swing or a kick cut, like that. And we're going to use this is the main thing that we're going to use for this cut. So you're going to kick cut about a third of the deck, because this is a 3 packet cut. So a third of the deck you're going to cut like this, and you're going to swing it into the left hand. All right, that's step number 1. Now, as you're going to split this packet again in 2, you're going to leave the top packet back on to the right hand, to the bottom. So it's going to be the ring finger here and the thumb here that is going to re-grab that top packet. Okay, so you're here, and now you're going to take, with the thumb, you're going to take that middle packet like this and steal that middle packet out. Okay, so from here, remember, the middle one is now in the left hand. You're going to come back, and now it's going to be the first finger of the left hand that's going to come back, grab this part, the back part of what is now the top packet, and swing it around, pivoting it from the thumb. So you're taking it off the thumb, and you're pivoting it on the middle finger of the right hand, like this. And now that's going on to here. Boom. Now what's left from here goes on top, and you've completed it. Okay, to do this slowly looks like this. Top packet here, middle packet now is going to be on the top, bottom packet now in the left hand. Grab the middle one, swing it, and spin it, swivel it, twirl it, whatever, into the, now back into the middle, and then the top one, which was now on the bottom when you first began, goes back on top, and you've completed the false cut. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And I think it's nice when you do it in full speed. It look like you just shuffle, cut the deck. You know, if a spectator's shuffling is cutting, cutting is shuffling anyway. So if you do this, you go, what did I just do? They say shuffle the deck, and you're far ahead of the game. Good? Good. Look at that. Didn't even mean to do that. Damn. I swear to God, we better take off before the storm hits. Alright, we are up in the air, and I want to show you the second false cut, which is the easiest out of any false cut. Looks like this. And then you grab the packets and you put them on top of each other, and it's a fooler. It fools me sometimes when I do it. 1, 2, 3, pick it back up, and that's it, completely false cut. Now obviously, if you just take a look at what I'm doing, you can see we're going to start off by picking up 1/3 of the deck, then the middle portion, and then the last one, stacking them from left to right. Now you're going to pick them up in the exact order you put them down, from left to right, 1, 2, and 3. Now what I like to do is take the cards, cut them onto the table, wait just half a second, talk a little bit, blah blah blah, and now when you pick them back up, nobody's going to know which one was on top, which one was on the bottom. As you can see, top card is being retained, so is the middle packet, and so is the bottom. So very nice false cut. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so for this cut, it's going to be sort of reminiscent to the first one that we learned, but instead of this swirly, show-offy kind of move, if you want a more subtle, more double undercutty style cut, it would look something like this and like that. Okay, this is the one that I used most often when I would be performing and I had to, let's say, control a card to the top and then shuffle it into the middle. that's sort of what I would do. So again, it looks something like this and like that. So this one's pretty easy. What you're going to do is start off again by using the kick swing cut technique, and it's going to be as follows. So you're going to start off with a third of the deck, cut it into the left hand, then another third of the deck, cut it again into the left hand, but now you're going to hold a break, a pinky break, just like that. All right. Now when you're going to take that last packet, you're going to actually switch it for this one. So as you're doing this to place this on top, what you're really doing is switching this packet in your right hand with the top packet above the break here. And that's going to look like this. Your thumb is going to come in contact right here. And now your middle finger is going to grab this part of the deck just right there. So that allows you to pick up now everything above the break and swing and or kick cut the top packet here onto now what is above the break, still holding the break. That's important. Hold that break again. And now from here, this could go on top. Boom. And now all you have to do is cut, and I like to just come with the left hand towards the left and cut this up to the top, and you have completed the false cut. So with one card turned face up like this, you can see that it retains the order of the top packet as well as the middle as well as the bottom, so it's a completely false cut. So top packet here, middle packet, bottom now goes to the middle, middle now goes to the back to the middle, and this goes on top. So if that made any sense to you, you'll see how all the packets now go back to the exact way that they began. So it's nice because then you can have a card, let's say you control it to the top, give it a few cuts just like that, and it looks nice. You could break up the motion as well by doing this, waiting, and then giving it another cut. That is up to you. But that's one that I like. So hope you enjoy it. So there you go, guys. There you have it. That was the video. That was the false cuts. That was my journey. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. That really does help after all I've been through. Cardistry-Con starts tomorrow, so a lot of content coming from that. If you are here, can't wait to hang out. If you are not, the decks will be available this Sunday, July 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, only on houseofplayingcards.com. I am going to pass out right now, so we will see you very soon. Peace.